Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Speaker in the Spotlight. Today, we will be joined by Paula Sampson Lawrence, but before I invite her on, the summit is just in over 2 weeks. So if you haven't got your free ticket, you can head over to Children's Mental Health Matters Summit.co.uk to get that. And the idea behind this series is so as you get to know a little bit more about some of the speakers. So without further ado, I will welcome Paula on. Hello, Paula.
Hello, Kathy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Excellent. I'm doing good, thank you.
Awesome. So I'm going to just hand straight over to you and just ask you to introduce us to Paula as a person, not all the responsibilities, but
all the
about
stuff.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Paula. I am a mum of 4. So I've got 2 boys, 2 girls, 14, 11, 10 and 4. And I'm one of those multi-passionate people, so I love to do lots of different things. I do run 2 businesses, but I also love to dance. I was a dancer in a former life, like prehistoric times. And I also enjoy writing, and poetry is my first love, but currently I am into writing children's books, probably because of my children. So I like to do lots of things. I consider myself very creative, and yeah, I love to keep my days busy because why not?
Yes. It sounds it with 4 children.
Yeah,
A wide age range.
Yeah. Oh yes, they keep me on my toes for sure.
I bet they do. And so, yeah, that sounds amazing. I love, I'd love to find out more about your books and stuff, but we won't go too far into that today.
Yeah.
So you said you got 2 businesses. So do you want to tell us about your businesses and sort of who you help and what led you to starting them?
Well, the first little one is it's a dance business. It does dance in schools and nurseries for young children. Oh. And then my main one at the moment is Accelerate Empowerment. So we work with mainly young girls and help them improve their resilience, their self-confidence, give them a growth mindset, and just really making them feel empowered and helping them with their well-being. So we kind of start at age 8 years old and go up till about 13, just that sort of tween into teenage gap, which is quite, I think, a critical age to sort of catch them at, and before they sort of start entering the big wide world of life and social media and all that kind of things. So we do try to get them before high school and then try to support them through that journey as well. And it's just really letting young girls know that they've got so much power inside them, and how can we help them live and thrive and take up space in this world, which is what we want for all of us, really.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. And that is such a critical time window, and it's often missed, isn't it? Because you do the young kids, yes, and then you concentrate on teens, and there's this area where they're learning about themselves, and obviously hormones are starting, and there isn't really much for them, and it's you're sort of watching. So I have a 9, 12 and 14-year-old, and you're sort of watching your child sort of turning into this
into this person, and you're trying to sort of keep up with them and catch up to them, and help them, really support them as best you can.
So that's amazing, and the messages they receive then is critical. So I love that, and I'm all for empowerment. It's we want future generations to be able to put their flag in the ground and say, no, this is how we're doing it, and I'm just as worthy as that person,
the next person. That's correct.
So
I actually moved into parent coaching because I realized parents need the support, and the best way to support a young person is to support their parent and make sure their parents have all the tools so they can better support their children. So it's all around working with the whole family.
Yeah, it is, and I hear that because I started just working with the kids, and it was like, no, I want to do them, and then very quickly I was like, yeah, they need, the adult needs to know the reasoning behind why we're asking them, and so it turns into that sort of that holistic whole family thing, and yeah, it's amazing what you are doing. That is incredible. So your links will go with the interview, but people tend to be easier to get hold of in one of many places, whether that's email or Facebook or wherever. Where do you tend to be more if people wanted to contact you?
I am mainly on Facebook. I do have Instagram as well, but Facebook is probably where you find me and everything I do. It's a bit confusing because I'm on Facebook as Paula L. Sampson. Don't ask, but Facebook is where you'll find me the most. So, please do connect with me on there. I'd love to hear from you.
Awesome. And you'll be able to ask Paula any questions or anything like that. And as I say, her links will be there either above or below this video. So that's amazing. And then just a slight change of direction. What was it that drew you into the Children's Mental Health Matters Summit?
I think like most speakers that are taking part, it's just that passion you have for young people and recognizing that there is a mental health epidemic at the moment, such a crisis, and the wait time to get our young people help is so long, and it's really unacceptable. However, that's just the system, isn't it? There's a weight on the system that it can't maintain. So I'm all about early intervention. How can we get our young people, even before they start to struggle, how can we get the information into the hands of the parents before they might have to use it? Because I always say, when you have to have the information beforehand and then go back to it when you are in a crisis, because when you're already in the crisis, it's almost, don't want to say too late, but it's almost that's the sort of last straw, Yeah. So summits like this are so important because they give that information, they give a wide range of information. It's everybody's included, so you can find what you're looking for, and knowing really that help is out there and feeling that you're less alone. So that's why I really love to take part in these things, because like I said, early intervention is everything. Because how can we stop the crisis? It's to stop the issues in the first place, getting the children to know how to support their own mental health from a young age, to give language to how they're feeling, how they can feel it in their body, and knowing who to go to for support, and supporting their parents and making sure that they know who to go to, so that as soon as they start to notice something in their child, they can say, this is what I need to do, this is where I need to go. And that's so important. So that's what I thought, I need to get involved in this summit. I'm so super excited.
Amazing. Thank you. And thank you for being on board. And that is part of the mission, is to provide, as you say, many people don't preempt stuff that happens because things happen and can escalate so quickly, and they lose, they feel very lonely, and they lose, they're like no one. When you're turned away from certain health professionals and told that you've got a 2 to 3 year waiting list, you lose all hope. You're like, well,
what do I do now?
So the idea is that people can see how many, and this isn't everybody that applied that's speaking, this is just what we're able to manage. But so as people can see, there are so many people out there who are willing to listen and who can help, and it's to give them that hope, because things in the world generally right now are quite heavy. And as you say, the epidemic of children's mental health, and I'd go as far to say it's a pandemic. With having spoken to speakers across the globe with the summit, many of the systems are very similar. We think it's just the UK that can't get things together, but it isn't
worldwide. Really,
it's worldwide. So it's to offer that hope really to parents. So it's amazing that you have joined us, and very much looking forward to your talk, which leads me to my sort of final question. So would you like to give everyone just a sneak peek of what you will be covering within your presentation?
Yes, so my talk is about how empowered women can empower the next generation of girls, because I realized that, like I said earlier about going into parent coaching, is that a lot of the times, a lot of parents might be suffering actually with the same issues that their child is suffering from. And it's about, while you're trying to empower your child or your children, that you're also doing the same for yourself. And I'm a big advocate for, when parents want their child to do something, parents go first. If you want your child to have better emotional regulation, you go first. So it's about going on a journey together with your child. What are your hopes and dreams for them, but what are the hopes and dreams for yourself? So let's empower your child, empower each other, so that you're going on this journey together. And I think that's how you sort of get real transformation. And the parent is also going through a journey, so that it's not just everything is about my child, because it can feel that way when your child is struggling with their mental health, you know. So it's bringing the parent along with that journey, along with their child as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that. And it does, you know, again, that helps with connection and everything, which during those years can become a little bit not
tricky.
how it was. Yeah, it's like learning to re-navigate. So I really love it, and I would really encourage you to come along and see Paula's presentation and the rest of the speakers as well. We are covering lots of exciting things. So before we sort of just finish up, was there anything else you wanted to add that I haven't asked, or do you feel we've covered everything?
I think we've covered everything. I think I'm just excited for the whole summit to start, and even watching some of the other speakers. So
yeah,
happy.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And as I say, everybody head over to get your ticket and also check out Paula's links as well, and feel free to connect with her. And we will be back again soon with another speaker in the spotlight. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Kathy.